a lot of misses. Um, I've had some that I feel like I should have made, and some that were just tough shots. And once you start missing, you're trying to get one to go in, and sometimes it's just like that. It's hard to get one to fall, but like I always say, I continue my routine, doing what I do, playing how I play, and at some point it'll turn. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, they still feel good. It feels good. That's why I continue to shoot them. Just not falling. I think that's just the way it goes sometimes. I've made a lot. I've had a lot of hot streaks, and this is just a cold one. So.
You are also kind of learning how to direct a new offense. Does that play any part in?
I mean, obviously that's a factor. I don't have no excuse for it. I think it's just part of the game. You just miss shots sometimes. And to start the season is probably a bigger deal because it's not coming in the middle of the season. At the beginning of the season, to start off kind of in the shooting slump is different. But I mean, new offense, I think for me personally, just trying to find my spots within that offense, making that effort to execute what we're trying to execute and play the style that we're trying to play without going back to, old habits or old ways and still navigating through that, finding my spots where I can get to what I want to get to. But I mean, at the bottom line of it is that I'm just not making shots, I think I'm playing very well. I think I'm playing the game well. Even when I watch the game, I think I'm playing well. I feel like I look good playing. I'm just not making shots. So I think that's a good thing. I don't know if y'all said anything about how I've defended, but how I've defended.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't made shots, and I will.
Can you elaborate more on reverting back to bad habits, what that means for you?
I don't think it's bad habits. I think it's just not just what I've become accustomed to, in 9 years, a style of play that is different now. Obviously I think I had a freedom to do certain things, but just trying to find my spots within a new offense and a new system is different. But like I said, the system is not going to make shots for me, if that makes sense. I gotta make shots. So. I mean, it takes more energy, but I wouldn't say so. I feel good shooting the ball, and just not making it.
Is everything good physically? I know you talked over the summer about how you were kind of banged up and stuff. You think any of that is lingering and that might be kind of a factor?
No, I mean I have some tightness every once in a while, but I feel fine on the floor.
You mentioned your defense. How do you feel like you're playing?
I feel like I'm defending really well. How do you start what?
Like, how do you start doing that? How do you start changing a mindset to approach every game, even though it's game 4, with the same intensity as if it was?
I think it takes growth. I think you don't magically become that team. You have to continue to work into becoming that team. I think we had a good first quarter against Sacramento and a good fourth quarter, a bad second and third, and then against Phoenix, we were the team that we want to be. And then last night, we weren't the team that we want to be. So I think it's not a matter of hitting a switch. It's just learning to be consistent, coming into the game knowing what you need to establish and how you need to be successful. And when you do it, and you do it well, you got to have a short-term memory. And you can't, sit there and praise the performance and what you did. You got to go out and do it again. And the same goes for a bad performance. So a game like last night, you don't forget about it. You get better from it, and you understand how those games happen, and then you move into the next game, which is tomorrow, and you correct it. And I think the more consistent you can be at that, the better off we'll be. So I think we just got to be consistent. He's off to a great start. This is his third year, I think. Usually, the really, really good young players like him, they get more and more comfortable. at that stage, you know, you got a lot to prove. You want to show, you know, that how great you are, and you know, you can see it in the passion that he plays with, and he's playing really well. So it's going to be a tough game for us to get tomorrow, but we on our home floor, and it's a game that we're more than capable of winning. But we just got to do the things necessary to make that happen.
Story like where he approached you, or you guys had a conversation or anything like that?
Really?
I don't know. I think I saw.
I mean, I've had conversations with him, but I mean, I don't think it was ever a story or nothing like that. Not that I can remember. Yeah.
You're not like close.
No, we cool. We not. I wouldn't say we close.
Aside from turnovers and not shooting well for the team last night, it also looked like the offense was completely out of sync compared to what it looked like in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Were people just not spending as much time following the details of the offense, got a little sloppy, or what did the Clippers disrupt you guys?
I think just turnovers is really what hurt us. You know, if you have 30 turnovers, it's going to be hard to win.
What was the offense being run correctly?
I think the offense, they disrupted our offense. You know, I think you got to give credit to the way they defended. You know, even if you look at the first possession of the game, the entry pass to start the play, they was like, you know, Nico was like into the ball, poking at the ball. They disrupted the first play. We tried to run it again. The next possession, they disrupted it again. And when a team doesn't allow you to be comfortable and get to where you want to get to even start a play, and you play your offense from, you know, close to half court, you're going to have a hard time. And then you're going to start to try to make plays that are, you know, 50-50 plays, and they get a deflection and they going the other way. So I didn't think they played great offensively. I just thought we turned the ball over so much that we didn't get a lot of opportunities offensively. You know, that's 30 possessions that we didn't get a shot, and they come down, you know. If we turn it over 30 times and we don't get a shot, they can score 10 of those, and we could be out of that game, just like we were, because nobody had a huge game. You know, nobody shot great on their team other than Luke Kennard. It's just that we turned the ball over so much, and we didn't shoot well. So, I mean, that was the game.
So there's a next evolution of this offense being able to adjust when someone else is taking away what you're trying to do. Is that, you guys haven't really experienced that yet?
Yeah, it's a process. I mean, the offense is new to all of us. But one thing I do know about it is there's a lot of layers to our offense. It's just a matter of having a good enough feel and understanding for it to get to those things to combat like what the Clippers did, and being patient and trusting the next thing. And when we do that, you know, then it'll expose those situations. When you don't have a full understanding of how to take advantage of those things, then you end up, you know, attacking right into the help, and you're trying to make a pass and get deflected, and it's going the other way in turnovers. So I think the offense does have a lot of layers to it that can be helpful. You know, even in a game like last night, we just got to be able to apply it a lot better, you know, so we're not putting ourselves in situations where it's like, it seemed like every possession we turn the ball over, you know what I mean?